welcome the Ho family here with us today, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I'll just say who you are and how you know Bryan.
I'm Amy Taylor. I'm the principal here at Small. I've been here for 5 years, and I knew Bryan, I believe, for 2 of those years.
I'm Tommy Bearden. I was one of Bryan's best friends, and I've known Bryan since elementary school.
I'm Jane Lineberger. I'm a therapist and avid Aggie.
I'm Eden Higgleman, and I worked here and got to work with Bryan and enjoyed it a lot.
I'm Deb Hurst. I was a kindergarten teacher at Mills, and I would have the honor to have Bryan and Justin.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm Greg Hurst.
Is this Justin?
Say anything?
That's just Justin. This is Bryan's brother.
Yeah. Bryan's younger brother.
Grace, Bryan's mom, but happy to be here.
Yep. I'm Stan, Bryan's dad. I'm really grateful that we got this thing set up. I think Bryan would have really been happy to have seen everyone,
So I just want to talk a little bit about where we are today. This is called the Grove of Champions at Small Middle School. And when Sheila Anderson, who opened Small Middle School, the principal, we wanted to do something really nice for her. She really enjoyed the outdoors and birding and things like that. And so what we started was this Grove of Champions. And the reason, we do also have a fruit orchard. I could have put Bryan's tree there, but Bryan loved football and athletics, and so what happens is the kids, when they're training in the fall, they run down that loop, and then they come down here, and so they do some laps around, and and get pumped up for the games, and so that's, we put a lot of trees here for different, various people. We have trees here for teachers who have passed on, and so this is a special place on our campus, and it's the Grove of Champions, so it's very appropriate that we put Bryan's tree here. I just wanted to say a few words. I had to write it out so I don't get too emotional. My first memorable interaction with Bryan Ho occurred on a Spirit Day at Small Middle School sometime in 2007 when Bryan was a 6th grader. And on Spirit Days at Small, what we do is we wear either our shirt supporting our College of Higher Education, or we wear a Clint Small Spirit shirt. And of course, I was wearing my Longhorn shirt, and Bryan was coming off the elevator with his first TA here, Brock Miller. And Bryan, of course, had on his Aggie shirt. And I don't even remember what I said to him at the time, but I know I said something that was in the spirit of friendly rivalry between the two teams that at the time in the Southwest Conference, that was our big rival. And Bryan, whatever I said infuriated Bryan. I mean, he wasn't just a little bit mad, and he wasn't able to go there with me and whatever it was that I said. And I think after that, we never really had a strong friendship. I think he always sort of held a grudge and sort of looked at me like I was the enemy. Of course, in a middle school, when you're the assistant principal, it is very typical to be viewed as the enemy by the students. So I didn't really take it personally, I enjoyed it. And so from that day on, I just kind of sort of held, I never said anything to Bryan again about that, but I started reflecting on, what that taught me. And I learned something from my time with Bryan about being really loyal to a team and to an ideal. And probably because of Bryan, I changed kind of the way I started talking to kids that would wear the Aggie shirts, because I started to realize that it doesn't matter which university you go to. I want all my kids and all my students to aspire to have that dream to go to a college of higher education. So I started, more friendly banter probably than, the rivalry kind of stuff, and really encouraging kids. And I think it's really important that kids have those aspirations. And while the Aggies were still in the same conference as the Longhorns, I realized too that, if we don't have the Aggies, we don't have a game on Thanksgiving Day, it's like, and I'm telling you now that we've left, gone our separate ways, and the Aggies are in the SEC and we're in the Big 12, having that Hex rally is just not the same when you're rooting against the TCU Horned Frogs. It's just, I miss my Aggies in my conference. So this is the reason why today that I'm wearing this shirt for Bryan. And the next year I was vindicated because Justin came, and then he was my ally with the University of Texas Longhorns, and I didn't have to. At least I had one ally in the whole family for the UT Longhorns. I don't know if anybody else would like to say anything. Bryan's friends and family, if you just want to have a memory or anything you'd like to say.
I'd just like to say, I didn't know we were speaking today, so this is sort of spontaneous, but Bryan always inspired me as a principal to remember that every kid, no matter of their disabilities, can overcome obstacles. And I was always very impressed that he continued to take his academics so seriously, and you as parents supported him in that, and never let that falter. So I'll always remember that about Bryan, taking algebra his 8th grade year under some really difficult, medical conditions.
Yeah.
Okay, well at this time what we're going to do is plant, this is a native peach tree. We have a partnership with a gardening company that's right here on 71 called Emerald Gardens, and when they found out why we wanted the tree, they donated the tree in Bryan's honor, so I thought that was
so nice.
And I'm going to ask Tommy if he can be my helper today. And what we're going to do first, Tommy, is if you just pour about half a bucket of that water into the hole, we're going to put some water where the roots need to get established. Keep going, keep going. We're going to fill it up. Good. All right. And, oh, the tab you want. If you could get the tab and do that. Yes, sir. And then hopefully it'll come out.
Oops.
Pull. All right, thank you.
Okay.
That's teamwork. Excellent. Now, let's go ahead and dump in the rest of this water. And if you would like to fill the bowl, try to scrape some of this back in here too. This is a little sapling, and it will grow, become big and strong. You're going to have a little peach tree committee over the summer to make sure that it gets enough water. I only have about 3 weeks off, so I'll make sure while I'm here. Yeah. But you have to water the new little saplings, even though they're native to Texas, the first year to just get them established. And then it'll bear, it is a self-pollinating variety.
Okay.
And
How long before it'll have peaches?
you know, it might try to make some peaches this summer. It's already got some buds here. And, you know, if it flowers, it can make a peach. So we'll see what happens. And then, Tommy, if you want to just dump the rest of that mulch over here. The whole, there. Cool. When you mulch a tree, you always want to keep the mulch away from the graft line and put it kind of in a circle around. So if you want to just dump it here, I'll spread it where it goes. Thank you, Tony. Man, I'm glad you showed up today.
Yeah.
Because otherwise Eden was going to have to be over here doing it.
not quite
Although
sure
Miss
how
Taylor
that
has her
works,
cowboy
but-
boots on, so she probably would have gotten the job.
It's always been the hardest thing I've ever done.
You're doing a great job, Miss LaPine.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Before, huh?
All right. And then we have that. And the last thing, I just would like to, you can read along with me, the poem on the front. The Grove of Champions. There's a very special garden where the trees of memories grow,
nurtured by the kindness and concern that good friends show.
The
The roots are cherished memories
of good
to times in the past.
The
Branches tender promises, souls endure and last.
It is a place of peace and beauty, where bright new hopes can start. It's memory's lovely garden that soothes a hurting heart. And this is in remembrance of Bryan Ho, former Clint Small Cougar, August 8, 1994 to November 8, 2012. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.